Now to that story about cops arresting people. Cops outside Denver stopped more than a dozen cars at one intersection, handcuffed the drivers at gunpoint. Listen now. Stopped more than a dozen cars at an intersection, handcuffed people suspected of nothing at gunpoint because they were looking for one suspected bank robber. The cops said they had a reliable tip that a suspect was somewhere in that group of cars. So one officer said they made a split-second decision to stop everybody and cuff most of them.
They said, "You need to get out of your car, ma'am," and I did, and I screamed I had kids, and they didn't put their guns down. They had shields up, and the guns were pointed right at us. It was terrifying.
Cops finally nabbed their suspect in the last car. They let the other drivers go after an inconvenience that lasted roughly 2 hours. Police admitted this was an unusual situation.
But we made a tough choice here, and we arrested a very dangerous armed bank robber.
But were their tactics legal? The lawyers are back. Arthur and Randy are here. Mommy, what did you do? Why are you handcuffed? Mommy, why did the man handcuff you? Mommy got handcuffed today. Oh, no, they didn't. It's a tangled web.
Yeah, and it's a horrible. Think about the scenario you just laid out. They're going to be relying on the doctrine of exigent circumstances. Things were happening so fast. Had they not acted in the way they just did, either the evidence would have been destroyed or the perpetrator would have fled. It's the reason why, Shepard, sometimes they could kick in the front door of your house without having a warrant. If they think you're about to take all the cocaine and flush it down the toilet bowl, or if they think you got some way to destroy their murder weapon, then they're allowed to kick in your front door without a warrant. And that's what they base it on here. The real technical legal issue is, in the United States of America, you cannot act on an anonymous tip.
Right.
You can't. So a person can't say it's this person. Now, they're saying it was a reliable tip, Shepard. There wasn't a gender described. There wasn't a race described. There wasn't clothing described. It was, they're at that stoplight.
You can kiss this arrest goodbye. But you just said something that was very important.
What do you mean you can kiss it goodbye? It won't hold up now, will it?
It ain't going to happen because you can't. They ultimately got the right guy, apparently, but the evidence is going to be tossed. The guns are going to be gone. But here's the operative word that you use that's real important. You. Your door. They didn't have a you. They had no idea who it was. So let's just arrest everybody.
Sure, perfect. Then drone them all.
I don't think you can in the United States of America.
Oh, you can do anything you want now.
It seems to be
New
changing.
rules.
This is not a police state. Again.
Wait a minute.
It's not supposed to be.
Okay, that's different.
Good intentions, horrific execution, and this case is going to get tossed, and these guys are going to be right back on the street.
Well, the ends aren't supposed to justify the means, but when you look at the ends here, they find the robber with the two guns in his possession. To say that's not going to play a role in a judge's decision is just naive.
All right.